Hi everyone, it's your boy, Sweaty Boy, playing some Dead by Daylight. For this video, it's going to be a little bit different in that I'm going to add commentary after playing the matches to show you the step-by-step process of why I did what I did. And for this video, it's going to be about why you should never run against killer sometimes, depending on the situation. So yeah, just sit back, relax, and enjoy my video. Thanks. So we're gonna play on Cold Wind Farm for this match. It's a fairly decent match with a lot of cornfields, which is really good when hiding from the killer. The player you just saw opening the chest is the bitch, and you'll see later on why I'm calling her that, or him that. Okay, so right now you see there's three survivors working on one generator, which is bad because that means the killer is going to come to us eventually when there's only two generators being worked on. This one and the fourth survivor is at. As you can see, my spine shield lights up, which means Pyramid Head is almost here. A perk a killer usually has after they hook a survivor is Pop Goes the Weasel, which reduces the regression significantly. As you can see, Cheryl and I went back to the generator to finish it. It was almost done, so you know. So I'm gonna skip this generator for now because we don't want to have a 3-gen situation, which is when the last 3 generators are left, and it's really bad positioning for the survivors because it's gonna be hard to complete the last gen basically. Throughout this game, I'm gonna be looking around a lot to see if there's any hexes I need to take care of, and I usually search chests a lot to see if I get a med kit or a toolbox, and it's really helpful throughout the match. Since that person finished the second generator, I'm gonna go across the map to fix another one. I wonder if my teammate is going to be teleported. Yes, she is. And I'm looking to my left because the thing I realized with Pyramid Head is that when he teleports you through like hooking, it's usually across the map, and in this case I had a feeling where it's going to be on my left side, which it was. And then at this point, I have no idea why both survivors are heading straight to where the killer is coming from. And the killer we just unhooked and healed literally just went down again. Which means that, you know, the person doesn't want a DC and just wants to die. Which is a dick move for the rest of the team. The reason why I try to stay close to where the person was hooked is because if the killer has barbecue chili, which is a perk that allows the killer to see everyone else within the outside of the radius of where they are, yeah, I just want to be closer to where the hook was so the killer doesn't see me. And with these type of maps with the cornfields and bushes, players should really utilize them in terms of blending in. Because, give me 1 second, I'll explain why. But in this scene or in this situation, when the killer looks back, they usually they can see you within the peripherals, but it's hard sometimes. And let me go back to the beginning of this video as to why this player is a bitch, and you'll see why, which is right now. The player goes directly to the killer and I didn't even have borrowed time. So basically this player wants to leave the game without DCing, and what you should do is don't even go back to save that survivor. Like, honestly, it's just a waste of time and energy, and that guy's a dickhead for doing a dickhead move, so don't even go back. But as you can see, in a few seconds I'm gonna go and try to save the person, not only because I want more stacks and points, but it's the right thing to do, which sucks. And the person DC'd. And I think right before the person DC'd, the other survivor was trying to unhook them, but they literally just left the game. I should have reported them because I hate when people DC because it fucks up the rest of the team that's still still alive in the match. But you know, it's whatever. Like I was saying before, utilizing the cornfield and the bushes is really detrimental in the game. Because the killers can only see in the first person perspective, while players can only see in the third person perspective. It's like playing PUBG if you ever play the game. Third person perspective gives you more of a visual context of where everything is. And in this situation, I'm not gonna hide behind the tree, I'm gonna hide behind the rock, because I know for a fact that he's gonna look around the area, and as you can see, he's gonna check the behind the tree, which I'm not there, or where the area is with a jungle gym. And honestly, in games against killers, do not panic. Honestly, don't panic. And when I say panic, I mean run. Because when you panic, you run. And when you run, you leave trail marks. Because killers, they can see where you run. You leave red marks. If you have never played killer before in your life, you leave red marks. And in this situation, I didn't know which way he's coming from, and unfortunately, he was coming towards me. But thankfully, I had sprint burst to help me boost out of there. And the hatch is right there, if you didn't see it on the ground earlier. So he already knows that if it comes down to one person, he knows where to go to stop it. Some killers have a good eye, some don't. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I have a good eye when it comes to playing killer. So I can honestly see the blood if someone's injured, and I can see people usually. Sometimes with the cornfield it's a little hard. As you can see, he didn't see me at all. So he's gonna go in that direction with the last generator, which hopefully gives me enough time to finish this generator. As you can see, my teammate is injured now, and I'm almost done. I'm hoping that my teammate has adrenaline, which is a perk that heals you of 1 health state and gives you a 5-second boost in speed when running. So basically, it's like having self-cure and instant health cure actually, and sprint burst. But he doesn't have it, unfortunately, and this is where he goes down. Since I have a flashlight, I'm going to try and make a power play in saving him. But the kill looks back at the last second, he sees me, and unfortunately I can't really save him. At this point, I'm staying within the terror radius of the killer, so in case the killer has barbecue and chili, he won't be able to see me. And this is where it gets a little tricky when you're the only one left to save your teammate and you're injured. It's hard to actually save the person. At this point, if I was the one being hooked, I would, try to escape by, Kobeing that shit. But that's just me. Because I assess the situation a lot, like about probability, and my chances of survival is better if I try to unhook myself. So my best ally right now is the cornfields. So watch in a second. So I'm gonna run to the side, leave a trail, and then walk back slowly so it doesn't leave a trail into the cornfield. And he thinks I'm still in the area, which I am, but not where the jungle gym is. And he thinks I went back to save the survivor, which some survivors might do, but I'm not going to do that because I know he's going to go back. So I'm going to try to open the gates. And the perk right now in the bottom right, that's lit up in purple, it's resilience, and it gives me a 9% boost in speed in terms of vaulting, opening the gates, repairing generators, only if you're injured, which I am. So right now, I guess you could say I'm being a little toxic by jumping in and out of the locker, using my flashlight. I just want to use it just to use it because it's gonna some point. So yeah, that's the first match. So we're playing Undisturbed Ward. So I mean, it's a pretty good map, I guess. First time I played on this map was against the nurse, so I remember that clearly. So right now I'm searching the chest to see if I get a med kit or a 2-box. And I'm going to cleanse this totem, to rack up points. And right now I brought in a med kit with a syringe that heals me completely within 16 seconds, I think. So it's really helpful. And if I do use it, I'll come back to this chest to get the med kit. And I mean, if my teammates happens to stumble across it, I don't mind if they take it. I really don't give a shit. I'd rather them find that medkit and use it because I don't really trust my teammates as much in terms of surviving. So I'd rather give them an extra boost. So right now, hopefully my teammate can bob and weave against Pyramid Head. I'm pretty confident that my teammates are pretty good in this game. Compared to the last game at least, when people volunteer to die or DC. Sometimes you should MR these maps because I never knew how high these buildings were originally. Like this map or the temple for the plague. And I knew my teammate was gonna be there. And I did not know that he left the trail. Which is bad because he knows where we are now. And I was doing that in hopes of, distracting him from my teammate. But as you can see, he's highly focused on my injured teammate. Some people call it tunneling. Some killers call it winning, or playing the game in general. If someone tunnels me, I really don't care because the killer's playing the game, and the killer is doing what he's supposed to be doing, which I don't mind at all. I'm not saying that it's not annoying, which it is, but I understand where the killers are coming from. Because a lot of survivors are toxic. So what Pyramid Head killers do a lot is they tend to prep the long range attack when they leave the trail. They sometimes let go and hit you because they know that you're gonna bob and weave. So the best way to win is just to make distance. much like every other killer. So right now I have 16 seconds to not get hit. And I'll be, are you okay? I almost got. And I'm sorry to have dragged my teammate into this because my teammate was doing the gen. So right now I'm gonna go back to the chest where the medkit was because I just used mine. And my teammate is transported. Pretty close to me actually, which is good. So right now we're double healing because, you know, we're trying to be more time efficient in this match. And right now I'm gonna go back to the generators that were being worked on, because I think they were almost done, or they were like 50% done at least. And then I went back because I saw my teammate over there. I'm just gonna try help heal my teammate while my teammate fixes the generator. So it looks like my teammates were trying to protect the other teammates that were being carried from Hook. So right here, sometimes it's good to heal right on the spot, but since the killer was carrying the teammate, us healing right now in this position was really bad. But thankfully he was focusing on me and not my injured teammate, so my teammate can have a chance to, you know, survive. That hit should have honestly got me, but he miscalculated a bit and overshot. So right now I'm trying to use line of sight and using my churro that I left into that direction with the T-walls. But I'm pretty sure he knows that I'm in this area, so I'm just gonna start running and go for the T-walls, T&L walls. Right here is usually a 50-50 chance, and I should have seen him going the other direction, but my brain somehow made me want to click the vault space buttons. I don't know why. And just like Huntress, Pyramid Head has a really good feature, not feature, but attack where when you're vaulting, you can launch a long range attack when the person vaults a window or a pallet. It's honestly just like playing against the Huntress in this case. The only differences are the trails that he leaves and the teleportation of survivors when they get hooked, I guess, in this case. Come on, man. I hit those skill checks. It's not that hard. So right now, right off the bat, I know that he doesn't have barbecue and chili, which is a perk killers use when they hook someone and they can see where other survivors are that are now within the radius of the killer. So in these type of situations when there's 2 players left, like I said in the last match, it's either hatch or you actually finish the generators on your own, which is the hard part. So right now, since my teammate is injured, I know that they're being chased, so I can work on the generator, and hopefully if that person has adrenaline, we can survive if I complete this generator. Usually when you unhook someone like that, best case is to hide and blend in. At this point, I know that he's chasing her because she was running away. I think in a few seconds, they come back around being chased, and I stopped working on the generator, which in this instance, I should have just kept on working on the generator and just focus on it. But I was actually curious on where they were, so I could make a play myself because I just saw him in the corner of my eye. Nice bob and weave, and I go right back on the generator. So he closed the hatch, which means the timer goes off, and now it's just the exit gates in general. So here's what you should honestly do. Don't panic. Do not run as to give away your position. And right now I'm saving my sprint burst. And I thought he saw me because of my hand and I was walking, but he doesn't have a good eye and he didn't see me in the area. So he's going back to check the other gates, which gives me time to open the gates. But here's the thing. You open it up to the E of escape. Stop. Wait it out. Because right now, the gates is I guess like 20% completed in terms of opening it up. And there's a light usually when it shows you if the gates are open or not. So it hasn't blinked yet. So he's going to go back to the other side to check the other gates. And I work on this. At this point, yeah, I had to commit into opening this gate in particular. And what helps me the most right now is Spine Chill, because it gives me a 6% boost when opening within the killer's radius when he comes. And yeah, and that's how you win in these type of situations. Yeah, so I hope you guys like this video on the step-by-step process of what you should and shouldn't do. In this video in particular, sometimes you should not panic and run. Like, honestly, do not panic and run, because the killer is gonna know where you are and you're gonna be chased down and killed. So just take your time, think it out thoroughly, and hide if you need to. Or in the worst case scenario, run and bob and weave. That's all you need to do to survive. So if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more future content. Thank you.